Good morning,
Houston, Texas. It's Wednesday, halfway through the work week. It's October 15, 2025 at 6:02 a.m. with the gang, Ruler Ryan, Eric Social K, and Sam. As nice and crisp as the autumn feels are outside, something is happening to my face. Is this like an allergy thing?
What do you mean?
My eyes won't stop watering.
Oh, yeah.
Like one of them was like not opening, like, like not, just kind of like I feel like I need a squint.
Yeah.
And I just feel like last night I felt real crunchy face. Like, when we get allergies in March, like the pollen dust gets you?
Yeah, you're not imagining there's an air quality alert today.
Man,
so
Claritin or something.
Allergy sufferers right now, this is not a great day.
What am I doing? Getting nasal drips or what am I doing from Spire?
Yeah, you got to go to Spire Allergy and Science and get on the allergy drops. So right now it's ragweed pollen. And
we can't see that, right? That's not the stuff that, because you don't see
not
that.
as much, but also high levels of mold spores in the city.
Well, you've had experience with that. Maybe you have a tolerance.
Yeah, you think?
yeah.
You think I have a
think you build
tolerance
it
for
up.
that? No kidding. So just if you're having a runny nose or runny eyes, it's because we're getting the fall feels and it's so beautiful outside, but it comes with changes in our faces.
It sure does.
That's not cool.
Yeah. I don't like that.
Changes in our faces.
How's that face over there doing, Sam?
Yeah, I'm alive.
You're refreshed from
No, I'm not
She's got back from a trip with 2 kids on a plane.
I-
3
Nice
hours ago.
vacation.
Yeah, the kids like on the plane this
Start
time.
vacation
Bring
every
Pretty
day.
up to speed.
Okay.
I didn't even know
What was it?
because I was out last week. So what happened, Sam?
Yeah, so I went up to Pennsylvania. That's where I'm from. I'm central Harrisburg. My husband is from Philly, Philly area. So our family is all up there. Grandparents, our parents, brothers, sisters. Well, we don't have sisters, actually. That's
But the
interesting.
extended,
Yeah,
the
but-
Sister-in-laws.
extended clan is
Sister-cousins.
all up there, yeah.
Yeah, sister-in-laws. Thank
There
you.
you
I was
go.
like, I think I have a sister-in-law.
In-laws.
And so we went up to Pennsylvania so that people that didn't come down to see the baby or even meet Santiago were able to come and see him. So we went up there. We split our time between 3 different families.
Well, actually, I haven't met Mateo, right? They've met Santiago.
Not everybody.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow, interesting.
Okay.
So I thought that certain family members were going to come to people's houses to meet, and
The
they
babies.
didn't.
Oh.
So
You go to other
that
houses.
was, yeah. I feel like I can't even talk about that. Wow, I didn't realize how emotional I was going to be.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Don't have to apologize.
Because
How?
they didn't come down. I'm sorry, Sam.
Sorry, I didn't realize that was going to hit me so hard.
Yeah, it sucks when you go all that way because this is something that
Yeah.
Sam and I do on the regular. Our families are not here, so every quote-unquote vacation day that we take is a lot of times is a trip day. And then when we get all that distance, we would hope that someone would make the effort to come, usually maybe about 30 minutes
Yeah.
down to so-and-so's house. We usually tell them ahead of time, hey, we're coming through. Now's the time to come and see the new kids.
So
But
you're better than me. I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
my family's back in Chicago. I'll see you once every couple of years. Or FaceTime.
Well,
I can talk on the phone.
When you
Eric.
They can come down here. I don't want to go up there.
listen, the reason it hits you so hard is
Yeah,
because it's
sorry.
not. It's different when you're by yourself with your mate and you're jumping planes to go places. It is
Yeah.
such an undertaking to travel with small kids.
Oh, for sure.
There's so much stress involved in small kid travel.
There's so much.
the car seat, the stroller,
2
the
car
clothes.
seats,
Yeah.
a stroller. Luckily, we did 2 check bags, and of course, I told my husband that we needed 2 check bags because our family gives us things. Well, go figure, his bag didn't make it.
Oh, no.
no.
So
that
his
stinks.
bag didn't make it for. Luckily, it was only for a full night, and since we stayed at my mom's house the first part of the trip, he was able to wear Connor's clothes. So it was hilarious because Connor is
Your little brother.
Yeah, my little brother is so into fashion, so he kept dressing Mark up into
Oh, no.
different
Oh,
outfits.
nice.
It looked
Fashion.
really nice. It was just
Did you
really
end up
funny.
liking some of his new
Oh,
looks?
for sure. Yeah, it was.
Well,
it
she
was
complained
so
last
funny.
week.
did you take pictures of him in it?
It was actually I posted on my Instagram. We went to
Okay.
we did the whole farm thing.
Oh, I
That's-
saw that. Okay, he didn't look
Yes.
very out of the ordinary.
No,
Okay,
not at all. He looked really handsome.
She was happy he
There
didn't
was,
wear
like-
his. She probably
Yeah.
threw the bag away.
That's what I was saying because she was complaining before we
Right.
left that he has
Yeah, what was
4
that?
4 shirts.
Remember that
He
was
has
our.
all these shirts.
Back to the Dewey shirt.
I'm over.
Yeah.
You know what, though,
Oh, yeah,
Sam?
yeah.
It really is. It's
do you want
frustrating. Your feelings get hurt. You go to all this effort,
Yeah.
and you would think that, hey, I'm not
Are you
asking
going to make
a
her
lot.
cry again?
Yeah,
I know,
yeah,
that's
we
okay.
moved
No,
past that.
I'm
We moved
over
past
it.
I'm not trying
I'm
to.
over it. I
Sorry.
didn't realize how emotional I
I don't
was
want her to
gonna
cry
be.
again.
Wait, let me clarify though.
I know, sorry.
They
Woo.
wanted you to go to their house, or they just weren't interested in coming there, which is the answer.
God, I can't talk. They couldn't even come to the house that we were at.
And they weren't that far from that house.
They were 5 minutes.
Oh, come on. I'm
So,
sorry. That's really
So
unfortunate.
if you're listening, I hope you
No.
feel
Well, how was the weather in
Sorry.
Philly then?
Well, the weather, poor Santiago, the allergies are awful.
Yeah.
So he was coughing the whole entire time. And since he's only 2.5, he can't take like cough medicine. Like there's like, you can only take it maybe twice. And we didn't want to give him like crazy medication. So we just wanted to give him like kind of like organic cough medication. So he was just coughing the whole time, poor thing.
Yeah, especially cough syrup is so tricky with kids. A lot of times they'll
Yes.
tell you, like, really cough syrup doesn't work. Like, you got to do, like, a honey syrup or something.
That's what we did.
Yeah, because the cough syrup really, what does
But
it
you can only
do
take it like
for
twice
smaller
a day, and
ones?
he was just coughing nonstop. So then it's like, does his family think that he's sick? I think it was just really allergies. Mateo did amazing, thankfully, on the flight there.
Did you get a photo of all you guys in your seat?
I got a picture of the boys.
Because I assume all three of you were in one row, right? Because you were holding Mateo.
On our way there, and then Mark splurged on the way back and got us like first class. So
nice.
Mark and
Nice.
Santi sat on the other side, and then I sat by myself on
Good for you.
with.
Well,
If
it's a two-
Eric was on your plane, though,
Yeah.
and you were in first class with a 4-month-old,
Oh, yeah.
he'd be side-eyeing
No,
you.
you should have. It was Santi that was the problem.
Yeah, I don't mind them.
Mateo
Actually, I
isn't
don't mind
gonna have
babies
a
too
pee.
much. It's the
Yeah, 'cause
ones
they're
that
pretty
are
quiet.
when their feet are just long enough to kick your back of your seat.
Yeah, we were in the first row, so Santi did
That
really,
annoys
really
the hell out of
good.
me.
But he says hi to everybody. Like you can't walk past.
Everyone getting on the plane.
Yes,
cute.
he's like hi, or
Hi.
he'll turn around and be like, "What are you doing? Like, what are you doing?" And it's like, "Baby, we're sitting here on the plane. It's okay." Like, because I don't have a little tablet kid because we didn't have a tablet, so he was
Right.
like really interactive with
Yeah,
everybody.
being
but it was a
human.
really nice trip.
Somebody said, "Who is it, Sam? Where are they? We ride at dawn, y'all."
Let's go.
I know
We
for me to
ride
get
at
emotional
dawn.
is something.
Yeah, for somebody that never cries.
Never cry. I didn't think it was gonna hit me that hard.
Well, it's because you're feeling the exhaustion of the effort you made to go there.
Yes,
Hitting you
and then
now that you're back.
Like we had this plan for months
right.
in advance. So sorry.
It's just unfortunate that some people just can't get on board. Like, I mean, listen, we've all been in a really weird spot when you're younger. I think it definitely falls more on the mom than it does on the dads. When, we were supposed to go see Tasso's family once, Sam, when my girls were really small. And the morning of, I get off the air, I go home, and Lenny feels like she has low-grade fever.
Yeah.
She was 10 months old. And I was like, oh, no. So I take her to the pediatrician. The pediatrician said, well, she's at 99 right now. I mean, that is low grade. You might want to watch her. I go, does that mean we can't get on the airplane? Because I was like, I'm not traveling with a baby that has a fever.
Yeah, that'd be scary.
But we had planned that for such a long time. And
Yep.
everyone was waiting to see us.
Mm-hmm.
And we
A lot
do
of
the
pressure.
trip. And what happens? That first night, I am in the bed with her. She is like a little hot rock. She probably was like 101. It was just misery. I didn't see anybody anyway.
Right.
It's just the whole effort.
It's
And
a lot
it
of
wasn't even your
effort.
kids weren't even sick. It was just exhausting on you. So I just feel like I totally feel how that hit you. It's not. I get it's hurtful that other people didn't see you, but it's all about what you had to put yourself through to get to them.
Right.
And the final dagger is that part. So people are definitely feeling that. You've been
Yep.
listen. Family is hard, and this
It
is
is
why
hard.
Thanksgiving and Christmas is so triggering for a lot of people. Because I was like, "Oh, holiday time," but now it's like, "Oh, here comes the stretch of where are we going to go, who are we going to see, how much time are we going to dedicate, whose toes are we going to step on because we weren't there long enough, or we didn't go
Yes.
at all."
And if your parents are
This is-
divorced, you got to go to all those.
Yeah, we
See,
had to split
that's-
it between 3 families. So
That's
it's
something
just
that
a
will
lot.
pass. You can aspire to end up like me at one point. Once your kids are grown, you don't have to do all that crap.
What do you mean?
Good luck in 25 years.
Yeah,
25
You've
years.
only got about 25 years to go.
Yeah, but then they have kids,
Yeah.
and then it's worse because then you're competing against some other people. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
we're all
that's
gonna
how it
have we're all gonna have to deal with some other family we've
At
never
some
met yet. We
point,
have no
yeah.
idea who they are, but they're
Yeah.
gonna be part of our lives
It's true.
forever.
You better get along.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
What was Eric's selling point to his wife, guys? What
My
was your
parent-
selling point?
My parents are no longer here. You don't have to worry about that drama.
Oh my gosh,
Like,
Eric.
There's no,
There's a selling point,
family
actually.
holiday I'm going to
It's
fight
a
you for.
selling point?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Your parents are deceased?
yeah, I mean that's one less thing. You don't have to go to the farm. Although I wish I could take the kids to the farm every year to work and stuff, and
Teach them a lesson.
go in the summer times. Give me a little break. That'd be
Yeah,
nice.
right. Maybe if you started when they were really young. I can't imagine your
Yeah.
girls going in the farm right now.
Yeah.
Oh, now
They're there with a pitchfork. And
Yeah, like, what are we doing here?
Bale of hay.
That's funny.
It'd be like that Paris Hilton show.
Oh, yeah, the simple life.
Yeah, when they went to the farm.
What is Walmart?
I don't
Do
get
they sell
reception
walls
out here.
there? Is there
They'd
walls
be doing
there?
selfies and stuff and
Yeah.
TikToks in the cornfields.
100% they'd be doing cornfield TikToks.
Yeah.
This is where our dad grew up. Ha ha ha. And then dance and
Bunch
dance,
of
dance, dance. The Secret Sound continues today. We'll give you an update on the jackpot, how much money is up for grabs for you to win. Coming up next, you know when I visualize Britney Spears' ex-husband, Kevin Federline, I visualize Vanilla Ice. I had to look him up. and be like, what does he look like? Does this
No,
look like?
They do not look alike.
He was an attractive dude.
I could not remember Kevin Federline's
That's
face. Like clearly, I
hilarious.
kept visualizing Vanilla Ice. And if you really
maybe
look at
the
them,
douchey
they
factor,
could
but-
be cousins.
Skinny, and then they kind of do the facial stuff.
Okay,
They
yeah.
could be cousins.
But Vanilla Ice had the high hair, and Kevin Federline always wore the hat.
Vanilla Ice is still sexy.
And his job.
Vanilla Ice has a job.
He'd be doing construction.
Yeah.
Well, Kevin Federline has a book, and Britney's people are saying just another way people are trying to make money off of Britney, but he's genuinely concerned.
Didn't she write a book?
She wrote a book too.
Justin Timberlake and other people, too. So
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
We'll give you the scoop on that. Here's your weather for today.
It's going to be sunshine. Like I said earlier, there is an air quality alert today. Even though we're peaking up close to around 88 today, it's still only 67 degrees right now. It feels fantastic outside. And it's 6:13 on the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric.
From the big screen to the big house.
Celebrity Scoop, the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric on KRBE.
It's brought to you by Taqueria Randas, and we are still in the middle of giving away cash for the secret sound. This happens 5 times a day, Monday through Friday, between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. And it starts at $104 when there's a new sound. And with every wrong guess, we build to the next amount of money. So are we still on that one from yesterday?
Did we not get a
Yes.
winner?
What's
Yes.
the total now?
Still,
It is 2,496.
Whoa. Oh
and
my
I'm
gosh.
assuming because there are 24 guesses.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, because it
So-
don't sound like what it is.
have they given a clue yet?
No. I
Not
didn't
that
get
I
one.
if they gave a
received.
clue, then it'd be done.
Oh, yeah. The clues are pretty much a dead giveaway.
Well, if you
Can we
go to
play it? 'Cause I haven't heard
krb.com.
it.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Because
You
there
probably
go,
did hear it.
65ers.
It's been a week.
I know. In the same
Here we go.
sound. Oh, my gosh.
I don't know it.
I know what it is, and I don't think it sounds like that.
Someone guessed a
The racquetball.
racquetball, yeah, or a
Yeah,
pickleball.
pickleball.
Oh, it does sound like
Yeah,
that.
I really thought.
container, nail gun,
Yeah, that
Racquetball.
sounds more abrasive.
stapler, hole punch,
The
pogo
pickleball's
stick.
louder. Like, that whiffle sound, that
It has
little.
It has that pop.
Now, question. You
Annoying.
guys have seen the text. Has anybody guessed it and not gotten through?
The people aren't really
Oh
guessing.
no,
Like,
no.
No?
they're just texting secret.
Okay.
Yeah, text secret
Yeah.
to 37530. You
They
get
want the
exact
times and clue.
But really, instead of, you could just go quickly to krbe.com and
Dang,
list
that's
the
hard.
entire week of the secret times.
But if
It
you want
says
the
it all
clue,
there.
though,
Oh, yeah, the clue has to come
That's
to your
why it's-
phone.
That's why you want to
If you
text
text
that.
secret, yeah, because we've listed like the sounds and the guesses and all that. So 7 to 7 today, somebody's going to win a lot of money, hopefully, because we're getting closer. When the jackpot gets that big, then we get closer and closer to a winner. So let's just wait and see what happens. All right, so Britney Spears and Kevin Federline, once upon a time, had found what they thought was love.
How long ago was that? Like
2004 to 2007. They
wasn't
were
very
married.
long.
20? Oh.
No.
Well,
What they
3
thought
years.
was love.
Yeah.
So Kevin Federline was talking. He had written a book, and the New York Times published an excerpt of it. The memoir is called "You Thought You Knew."
My question is, who is going to, first of all, if you are still going to a bookstore, who's going to the bookstore and saying, do you have the new Kevin Federline book?
Well, obviously
Yeah.
somebody, right?
Yeah, he has fans.
They probably order it online. I wouldn't go to the bookstore for that one.
or Audible.
It's
Or
probably
I'd buy one of those like Dwight Eisenhower history of him and have that and have the book underneath it.
Yeah, hide it.
Hide
So
it.
people wouldn't see it.
I bet it's better written than Britney's.
Well, let's
Well,
be honest. They both probably had
Yeah.
help.
There's no
They both had
way
help.
that
Bless
both
their
of them
hearts.
sat with pen to
Bless their
paper and
hearts.
but
wrote
if he
that
doesn't
thing.
talk about her, then why would you buy the book?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
I'm going
how
to do
I
a
would
book
think
and
so.
not talk about Britney.
Yeah.
For those that need a little remembering, a little rundown, memory lane of how they got together, he was one of her dancers. At the time, she was on top of the world, pop culture wise, music wise, and everyone's like, "What is Britney going? Lowering her standards with this guy for? She's way out of his league." I remember a lot of people had a lot to say about Kevin Federline, including us, because Kevin Federline, I think he had a
It
pregnant baby mama at the time that he was with Britney.
That's right.
Which I thought he had a baby.
And anyway, he claims that their sons, who are now over 18 years old, would express fear to him all the time at the prospect of staying at their mom's house. He says in his memoir, and I quote, "They would awaken sometimes at night to find her standing silently in the doorway, watching them sleep. And she'd say, 'Oh, you're awake?' And she'd have a knife in her hand.
Oh,
Then she'd turn around and move on without explanation."
that is weird.
Now,
No,
since that has come out, then Britney's
the knife
camp.
in the hand.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
standing in the doorway.
That's what I was like,
I was like,
okay.
oh, that's sweet. Everybody's probably looked at their kids when they're sleeping before.
And
Maybe
so-
she
Not
was
with a
doing her
knife.
dance.
Yeah, she likes to dance those knives.
She does like knives.
The comeback to that, the defense on that one, according to Britney's camp, is they are accusing Kevin of sensationalism and pointing out that, the timely release of this memoir comes shortly after she is no longer now required to pay him any child support, as both of their kids have now aged out of that. It says here, with the news from Kevin's book breaking, once again, he and others are profiting off of Britney, and sadly it comes after child support ended. All she cares about are her kids, Sean Preston and Jaden James, and their well-being during this sensationalism.
Yeah, but that still doesn't really answer why were you in the doorway with a knife.
That's a good way to try and
Deflect.
spin it.
Yeah.
Deflect.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'd rather have my dad sit in the doorway with a knife in my bedroom because he slept naked. And I remember having nightmares.
Will
He'd
that be
run
even
in.
more?
I'm like,
Just
oh,
he's
God.
naked with a knife?
Yeah.
No
Go
Go
thanks.
from one nightmare to
I'd
another.
rather
No
put some
thanks.
underwear on and have a knife than be naked. I don't want to see that little knife.
I actually forgot they only dated 6
Ridiculous.
months before they got married.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm saying. It was one of those.
It was very quick. They dated
All
6
of our
months before they got
marriages
married.
have been
Yeah.
fast.
The guy from Vegas, 55
Jason
hours.
Alexander or whatever?
Yeah, 55 hours. And then Kevin Federline said that the night before their wedding, she was on the phone with Justin Timberlake. And he was like, what are you doing? And she was, well, I just wanted to just maybe close the book on that, chapter on that.
Oh, you
He's
think
like,
so that she
"What?"
was marrying him like for revenge to get back
I
at
don't think that
JD?
Well, she just wanted closure.
Probably closure.
Okay.
Brittany, come to us
Yeah, we'll
Wednesdays
do
at
it.
7:20. We'll give you closure. Anyway, so Kevin Federline was granted sole custody of the boys shortly before Brittany was placed under that temporary conservatorship, which ended up lasting for 10 years or more?
Yeah.
Over 10 years until it was dissolved in 2021 because of the Free Britney thing. But now all the people that were screaming Free Britney are now wondering, oh, well, maybe somebody needs to be watching this.
I just don't understand these
Little
child support
bird.
things on both sides, guys, women. When they get like $100,000 a month or $1 million, I'm like, what kid needs that much money to live?
But they don't.
Lifestyle.
It's about their standard.
If they
of
went to a
living.
school, I'd be like, okay, I'll pay for the school and maybe your house or something. But what are they going to need? Because that
Yeah.
money's going to go to that person. who's
And then
gonna
they
live
can
on
spend
that.
it however they want.
Yeah, they're going to go on vacation.
Well, that's true for us regular folk, too. I mean, you don't have any say-so what they're spending that money on.
And if you put $100,000 a month or whatever
Yeah,
it
that's
was.
That's crazy.
insane.
That'd be real
It's hard to
nice.
wrap your head
Imagine
around.
that.
Can you imagine that? Oh, my
Everyone's like,
God.
oh, man. And I don't have to live with that idiot anymore.
Right.
Yesterday, I actually made the time. I couldn't believe I had some free time to actually watch something on my television while I was cleaning the kitchen and doing things with mail. That I watched the John Candy I Like Me Amazon Prime special.
Oh, is
Have you
that
watched
good?
that yet?
That's what I watched that yesterday, too.
Did you
want
really?
to.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
how funny. It's very good.
Yeah.
And the thing that makes me cringe in it so much
Such a
is
sweet man.
there's a reason why people hate being interviewed. There is a main reason. And in the 80s and 90s, the cringe factor was it's so, it's so cringe because every single person would talk about his size. And like this one guy was like introducing John Candy's movie, and John Candy is sitting here, and they're like, well, there's a giant movie coming out this weekend, and if you don't believe me, look it to the star to the side. Like, nah, I mean, it just,
That's not
and you could
nice.
see in his face, it's just torturing him because
He gets anxiety,
they
too,
were
didn't
so
they?
savage in the 80s and 90s of whatever it was. Like, if you have glasses, if you're overweight, if you have crazy hair, if
Well,
you're
just the
too
way
tall,
they-
if you're too short.
Well, so, you're fairly funny, John. And
What?
To his face, and he's like,
Yeah.
oh.
Fairly
well,
funny.
Yeah, it's like, why even just say you're funny?
Or basically, this one part. Did you read this the right way, Eric? Because I started thinking of Jonah Hill when they were doing this one part about how this one journalist was like, "Well, are you worried that because he had like lost some weight? Are you worried that if you lose weight, you won't be funny anymore?" It was like with not so many words
Who
saying
asked that kind of question?
But
That's
these
so
80s
inappropriate.
journalists were so
Yeah.
hacky. They were just like so on the surface. Oh, I got this big guy next to me. Let me talk about how big this guy is.
Yeah.
But he's there to promote his craft or
Can
talk
I ask
about
you
his
guys?
thing.
Because I grew up watching
Oh,
SCTV.
You'll love it.
And I loved that show. That reminds you, it takes me back to my childhood, sharing a bedroom with my brother Doug. We would like sneak the TV on late at night and watch SCTV, which is where John Candy and Eugene Levy and Rick
Catherine
Moranis
O'Hara.
and
Catherine
Catherine
O'Hara.
O'Hara, they all started out in this comedy sketch show, and it was hilarious. Do they dive into that?
Oh yeah, the whole thing
Yeah.
starts out like that when he's
I didn't
a
even
child.
know. I didn't know he owned a football team.
I didn't know that either.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Canadian
Toronto.
football team.
I mean, that's why you never really saw him the last few years.
Because he was all
All
about
about the
that.
football team. They won.
His
the Grey
son,
Cup. This Canadian football.
Yes, Canadian football. And they did win. Was it like the Super Bowl?
Yeah, the Grey Cup or something.
Yeah, that was a big
What was the
deal.
one he did? Cool Runnings. Wasn't that the Jamaican bobsled?
Yeah, that was a true
movie?
story.
Mm-hmm.
John Candy's son and daughter are throughout the documentary. If you've not seen it on Amazon Prime. And during a recent event, his son Chris, as he was out promoting the documentary, said it was heart-wrenching to see resurfaced press interviews in that film where the journalist openly mocked his dad's weight to his face.
That's so inappropriate.
He said, I was kind of shocked to see how interviewers treat him. That was just kind of heart-wrenching. Also, I could see how he got more frustrated and he found ways to deal with that. I learned through the process of this documentary that he was so nervous about eating in front of people because of paparazzi. He developed a poor eating habit where he'd say, all right, well, I'm not going to eat all day. I'm just going to eat at night. And they do talk about the weight thing. See, I couldn't remember how. Was it John Belushi or was it John Candy that Chris Farley idolized? It was Belushi, right?
He did.
Yeah.
Because he went out, he was like, I want to go out like him. Like,
And he did.
ridiculous because of the drugs and the crazy partying. John Candy was not a drug
No,
addict.
he's a family man.
Total family man.
The main thing I
Smoked.
took away from it was that his dad died when he was 5 and his dad was 35 of a heart attack.
Oh, wow.
And the family never talked about it.
Never
They just celebrated his
talked about
birthday.
it. So savage.
So that they're like, well, there's why he ate his feelings and he never talked
Yeah.
about
5
that
years
world.
old and they had his birthday party. Like, everything is okay. Everything is fine. Your dad just died, but we're not going to talk about that.
Ever.
And
Oh,
then
I
I
wanna
was
see
thinking of
this.
you, Eric, because how many times had you said over the years we've been on the air, your mom passed away at 42 from cancer. So you would tongue-in-cheek always like, oh, 42 is my crossover age.
Yeah.
Well, John Candy thought the same way.
Now it's
He thought when he
55
got
is now mine.
35,
That's my age now. I got to get to 55.
because your dad passed away at 55.
Yeah.
So John
my
Candy, there are a
goal.
lot of parallels there because John Candy was like, I don't know if I make it to 35. My dad died at 35 from a heart attack.
Right.
So, and it's very interesting, and it's it really just makes you love him. Like if you
And
weren't
it's called
familiar
I
with
Like
him,
Me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the line from Planes,
They
Trains, and
show that
Automobiles.
line, and
I Like
Steve
Me.
Martin's in it, and
I mean, that what
makes
got
you want
me.
to watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I know, and he's like, I had to say these mean things to him, and
Oh my God, that one got me. I cried once when they talk about his
his
dad.
kids were all like they were
All right,
chubby
you've
too, and they were
sold me
young.
for sure. What platforms it
It's on
streaming?
Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Ryan Reynolds produced it,
Yeah.
and
cool.
Colin Hanks.
Colin
directed
Hanks directed it, right.
So that's why Tom's in it, because they did
Okay.
Splash together.
Totally.
That's right.
Totally got choked up when the celebrities were talking about John Candy's funeral, shutting down the 405.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know why that one just
Oh, yeah,
totally hit
Eugene
me
Levy's
hard.
He's like, they've only shut this thing down twice. And that was for the Pope and the President.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And they shut it down
And
for John
that tells
Candy's
you-
procession.
How much you're loved.
So that's a good one if you want to watch that. I Like Me, John Candy documentary.
I saw this on Reddit. I think we could have some fun with this. It was someone asked, "What's the don't trust a skinny food critic of your industry?"
That's funny.
So think about whatever you're doing in your life right now, listening to our show. What is something you don't trust? Like for me, consultants.
Okay.
That try and tell you how to do radio, and they've never done a morning
Oh,
show.
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, if you've never done this, get the hell out. I don't need to hear your theory because you've never done it.
I do a lot of events, and this is whom I mean. And you know, I'm happy for you that you're doing something and making it a hobby. I actually have a podcast, and I think that you should follow me and start to listen to it. And so I have, and I'm like,
Oh, bless your heart.
Stop. And then you stop listening.
oh dear.
Bless your heart.
Okay.
So it's like don't trust a skinny chef, right?
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's really
Because we always talk about don't trust a skinny chef. They say
yeah,
that.
because if the chef is if it was really they were really
But
eating
think
all-
about whatever
Right,
job
they're
you
eating
do. What's
good.
that one person or type you would never trust?
All right,
Okay.
833-390-KRBE is our phone number.
Don't trust a principal that was never a teacher.
Oh, good
Some
point. Great point.
teachers would say.
Great point. 37530 as well is our text number. We'll hear from you next on the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric.
Good morning from the Bell Furniture. Unbeatable.
It's KRBE. Let's do it with more of the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric.
All right, so what is your don't trust a skinny chef relation of your industry? Like Eric said, don't trust a radio consultant that has never actually done morning radio.
Yeah, you've never even been on the air.
I just don't trust them.
Because it's a different animal when you're in here and the mics are on and the phones are going and you're looking at the text screen. You got 15 computer screens. You got all these things you're juggling and all these things you have to handle and all these thoughts you have to have going at the same time.
Now, some people can say, well, I just have the brains for it. I just don't have the talent for that part. Like a coach, like Andy Reid is one of the greatest coaches in football. Look at him.
What
He
makes-
doesn't play, but his brain knows football. That's what they'll say.
Well, what
Yeah.
makes that person such an expert in their field if they've never done it?
Just you know how to BS, you know how to read the information, and it's the best BSer wins.
But,
Especially in
I mean-
this kind of world where there's no.
You're about football or radio?
I've done radio,
Or both?
but radio there's no like football. At least if you don't win, I guess in this world, if you don't get ratings,
Well, yeah, the thing I learned about football coaches after watching The Gambler and His Cowboys, about the Cowboys on Netflix, is really a great coach knows how to manage a team and empower them and inspire them to do their best versus this guy sucks. We don't get any support from him. And I mean, yes, it's about the science of the game. But really, it's about the science of the mentality of the locker room is what I felt like. So Andy Reid could be a great coach because of that, and he gets the game, but he didn't have to play. So that one has an asterisk by it.
Yeah, it's hard.
But skinny chef, that's the joke. Like, okay, how are you a chef if you don't eat anything? So how am I going to trust your food because you don't eat any of it? Okay.
Well, chefs are skinny though, like Bobby Flay.
Yeah, they got to work at it.
The guy, what's his name? He's lost weight now.
Guy Fieri, right? Don't trust a principal who's never been a teacher. Eric mentioned that one. There are a lot of teachers who have had a lot of problems in different school districts, but most publicly, HISD, about who's running what and telling them what to do and how to do it when they themselves have not been there to do it.
They should at least go like that undercover show.
Oh, Undercover Boss?
Yeah. Where the bosses had to go undercover and learn to do all those jobs. That's why it's good to see people that I love when you see those stories where like that. I don't know if that was real or not. The Dorito guy or the Cheetos. Or was it the spicy?
One.
Was it spicy Cheetos? Remember the guy who was a janitor and he worked his way up and they made a movie about him and he became like the CEO or something.
He came up with the flaming hot Cheeto?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that.
You never saw that movie?
No.
No.
I don't know if it was real.
Yes,
Like
I
it's Eva Longoria produced it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the
On
guy's
what
like
platform?
he's like we have a lot of Latinos that love your Cheetos, but there's no flavor to them. Like you need some spice.
It is true, though.
And they ignored the Latino community, and they didn't realize that that's such a huge
because it's so bland.
community. Yeah.
Wow.
Smart.
Okay, this one makes
The
me
guy
laugh.
started from the bottom up.
Oh yeah, start from the bottom. Now we're here. Okay, this one makes me laugh in a gross out way because once the thought seeps into your head, you're like, oh wait a second, ew. It says here, do not trust a plumber who bites his nails.
Oh, yeah. That does make sense.
No kidding.
And I'm thinking, is it he bites his nails because he never gets his hands dirty?
No.
That's what I'm thinking.
And he's not actually doing anything?
Because you wouldn't bite your
Right.
nails if you were actually really in there.
Right.
If
You had your hands in it.
Right.
Well, a lot of plumbers that I work with now put on the rubber gloves, the
I would
the
love
stretchy
that.
ones.
Still wouldn't be
For
biting my
sure.
fingernails.
No.
This is for the engineers listening to the Rule and Ryan show there, which I know we have a lot of engineers. It says you should not trust any engineer who tells you it's okay to do a product push at 3:30 on a Friday afternoon. I guess you understand that lingo the most.
3:30 Friday. No, that's wind down time.
Wine.
More, and I'm focused on the wine.
Not wine.
Wine.
It's
The D
wine
on the end.
downtown.
Rhode Island Grill, 3 to 7, half price bottles.
Uh-oh.
Cha-ching.
Somebody said, I work in finance. The more a dude gels his hair, the more of a pain in the tail he's going to be to work with.
Oh, profiling.
The more gel
Especially when you
have in
watch
your
like
hair.
that Wall Street movie,
Wolf of Wall Street.
Gordon Gekko, and all these guys that slick their hair back.
Wall
yeah.
Street. Yeah, okay.
They're trying to be those type of guys.
Oh,
and like,
yeah.
Instead of being your own person, you feel
Hair
like they're,
slicked back.
yeah.
Sometimes it's a hairstyle choice.
Sometimes.
There's
No,
one
he's trying to
particular. No,
emulate the
it's like
character.
really,
It's just
really
greased
tight.
it straight back.
Not like your husband's. Your husband's is styled.
Yeah, but my
And he wears a
dad,
ball cap.
he
Your
has
dad?
it-
Oh,
he
yeah,
has-
because he's all Philly.
he has like this.
Yeah, he's all like-
Does he have a necklace
East
too?
Coast.
Does he have a necklace?
Oh yeah, he wears his gold chain and he has his bracelets.
Pinky ring?
Also,
He plays the part.
He doesn't wear any rings
No
because he
pinky
does
ring.
like flooring. This is his 3rd year anniversary from his heart attack.
Oh,
wow.
this weekend.
Yeah, today.
Wow,
Amazing.
today.
Today's the day your husband saved
So
his
I'm gonna
life.
make fun of his hairline and love him. But yeah, so 3 years since his heart attack.
Your husband saved your dad.
Yeah, crazy.
Son-in-law
But
of
he
the
has that
century.
little comb back hair.
If I was your husband today, I'd be yep. Hey, honey, what are we doing tonight?
Shut
What's
up.
my reward?
Oh yeah,
gonna
well, I
be?
get a reward.
You're
Ridiculous.
welcome for
Ew.
saving
I'm a
your dad's
hero.
life.
Does not want to hear about this, Eric.
My mother is listening, Eric.
Redcross.org if you want to learn CPR.
Yes.
That's what saved Sam's dad's life. All right, back to don't trust a skinny chef. What's that of your
Please,
more.
transition.
If he's got an iPad and a white button-down shirt, he is not there to fix your equipment. He's there to try and sell you new equipment.
Oh yeah.
Because what are you going to fix with an iPad? You're going to Google something I couldn't Google? If you're talking to somebody about some equipment that needs fixing, what are they going to do with a button-down shirt and an iPad? They're going to sell you a new one.
Yeah. I
probably-
could see that with the
Yeah.
iPad. I like that. How about teachers? What would teachers have besides the principal? Anything else?
Somebody said don't trust a superintendent that was never a teacher. That one came through the text
Yeah.
because
Oh,
they
yeah.
can make it all the way that high.
I see one here. Don't trust a teacher who isn't interested in learning new things.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, too.
That's with anything, though. I think if
Yeah, but
you get jaded and you're like, oh, I can't learn anything new, then
if you're
that's
an
when
educator and
Yeah.
you're shying away from education, that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
because we should all want to educate ourselves every single day.
Keep getting better.
Let's see, what's this?
We
other
say
one?
that, but then sometimes you get that lazy time.
Of course.
Lazy time. You're like, I don't want to do that. No.
These kids.
It says, don't trust a wine sales rep who wears heavy cologne and perfume. It messes up your ability to taste samples in sales.
Oh,
meetings."
screws up the palate.
That's a really great
I'll
point.
tell you.
Oh.
I like Total Wine, but I do not ask those people for any help.
They're
Because
pushing a certain
they-
product that they're
yeah.
getting.
Oh,
I've had people
They're
buy me
incentivized.
expensive bourbons that I've never heard of. Like, here's this. I'm like, did they just? I go. I ask them. I go, did you talk to the Total Wine person or the person there? Yeah. I'm like, yeah. They just.
That's almost like
right.
doctors.
Because they push certain
with-
things.
Yeah, that's
Right.
almost like doctors with prescriptions. Okay, the pharmaceutical reps, they come in there, they incentivize the doctors to push this particular drug. It's the same
Well,
thing.
they're not allowed to do that anymore. That
don't
was
think-
in the 90s.
Yeah, I don't think they can push.
That's not allowed anymore.
They gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Ryan, be careful there.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
saying.
But Total Wine does it,
We also,
Okay.
Right.
and I'll drink it.
yeah, he'll definitely
I
drink.
mean,
Or if not,
they
I'll
buy
get it.
Yeah,
And
it's not like give it to
Hey,
Sam.
it's
Thank you.
time for What's Going Down in H-Town on the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
Alrighty, it is brought to you by Takis Fiber. Oh, this one's going to make your head explode, Sam. You know, I've been talking about that I-45 expansion. So, heads up. If your daily commute includes the I-10 Katy Freeway westbound near the
my God,
45
Sam.
interchange, you're going to figure out some alternative routes, whatever you want to say.
Every time I drive by, I'm like, oh my God, it
happening.
is so bad
My
right
life
here.
is over.
So here's the deal.
Sam's
Text.Cruise,
moving.
they're going to implement a major traffic switch, which will reduce the number of westbound main lanes beginning November 7th. Now, the I-45 southbound direct connector to the Katy Freeway westbound, including all the HOV lanes, will be completely shut down to remove and raise the bridge connector. Now, that project is not expected to be completed until mid-2026. And then the I-10 eastbound direct connector to I-45 will also be shut down, not to be completed until mid-2028.
They're doing this, and the World Cup's coming next year.
Yeah.
That's
So
why they're
those
doing
two,
it.
Sam,
But that
you
one's
are not.
2028,
You're not.
right?
You don't use
I
those
think
two.
I'll be okay.
But still, you're going through the corridor where they're fixing it. There's
Yeah.
still going to be issues, but those two bridges you don't particularly use.
Yeah, this project will be built over the existing westbound main lanes under the existing HOV bridge. But once completed, these new lanes will overlap the existing main lanes and the Houston Avenue Bridge, which has been hit how many times
I
now?
can't even imagine.
67 plus times.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, it'll come down finally.
Maybe get a billboard over there for push and win, and
And
Ramsey, they need to put some billboards.
right there.
You know, if I can't visualize it, I get totally lost. So it's kind of like in my head, I've got like a train circling a
Yeah.
Christmas tree.
Oh, where it's
while
at.
you talk about where it
I
is and
know.
how it looks.
Yeah,
'cause
it's
I'm
next
like,
to
I don't
Taylor. It's the
know.
one after Taylor.
Yeah.
I know.
If you're
but
sitting in traffic right
I'm just
now in
like,
that area, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
You never notice it because the traffic there is so wild with people crisscrossing. You're
Yes.
never looking
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're never
Yeah,
looking
that's
up right
true.
there. You're like,
Yeah.
oh God, I have to get over 4 lanes to go to Galveston South. Yeah, you know that Galveston
Yeah,
South.
you're
Why is there only one lane to exit?
Oh, I know.
Doesn't
And
make
then the
any sense.
crisscross is just that's insane.
And the stupid people.
Is there any other city that is so insane with the crisscrossers
No.
and an exit? It's the exit. It used to be, now they've opened the ramps for 610 from 59 North. That was the crisscross nightmare.
Yeah.
Where you're talking about as a crisscross nightmare. If you're new to Houston, I'm sorry if that was your first impression of driving in Texas. It's
oh my
awful.
gosh.
Well,
The
Houston is
crisscrossers.
so
You'll
unique
never
in
want
the
to come
fact that
back.
Yeah.
every entrance and exit ramp, they're built on top of each other. So all these people are trying to get onto the freeway at the same time all these people are trying to get off
Yeah,
in that same single lane.
Everyone's amazed by the frontage roads. Whenever
Oh,
I see
yeah.
TikTok
the
videos of people
feeders?
talking about Houston,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
get
had
off
no
and there's
idea.
this. What is
Yeah.
this frontage road?
Frontage
thing?
road.
We
I'm
didn't
like,
have that.
We
I
didn't
love
have
it.
that up north.
That's the best thing ever
Yeah.
invented.
And
I
why is
just-
it called
The U-turns.
feeder versus frontage?
Well, it's
I've
the
always
same
grown
thing.
up calling it the feeder.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
It feeds.
Yeah, I think
The
that may-
store frontage is on it.
maybe that's the new term they used the last
you
like,
will
5
just
years.
be grateful that we have them. If you
Yeah.
ever happen to find yourself on the Jersey Turnpike and
Yeah.
you make
You
a
can't U-turn.
21
and-
miles till
yeah,
the next
and you
exit.
miss your
There is
exit.
no
yeah.
food also.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
there's also there's no food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just on the
Yeah.
turnpike, and Mark and I are starving, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this
You're going
is
20
cool.
miles out of your
Nothing?
way.
No,
Nice foliage is changing. The
Right.
That
leaves
is
are
pretty.
changing.
But they
pretty.
show you places to pull over to sleep. They will
But they
show
don't show you food.
They don't show you food, but they show you places to sleep. Like
Here's where you go
different
get robbed
hotels.
and killed.
I'm like, this is the stupidest thing ever.
Special K's got a prank call coming up next. Is it a telemarketer turnaround, a prank call, robocall? What you got for us?
Eloise Pennybaker wants
yay.
a Scottish pipe band at
nice.
her funeral.
Oh, final expenses from her side this time. All right, let's hear how that plays out next on the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric.